Hello everyone, welcome once again to another TCS specific online training conducted by Seven Sense Talent Solution. Let's see what are the topics we are going to cover in this aptitude class. Ratio and proportion, permutation and combination, probability, partnership and mixture. These are the four topics we are going to cover today. First, let's see ratio and proportion. Let's start with ratio and proportion. Why do we call it as ratio? When there are two quantities, for comparing, we call it as ratio. For example, P speed is, let's P speed is 5 times of Q's speed. What does it mean? How we write it in proportion? P equals 5 times of Q. When we need to compare between two or more quantities, we use ratio. Okay, fine. We'll solve few sums based on ratios. Let's move on to first one. Which of the following two ratios is greater between 17 is to 18 and 10 is to 11? We need to find out which one is greater. So how to do? First we have to write this 17 is to 18. We can write it as 17 by 80. Same way, this 10 is to 11, we can write it as 10 by 11. To find which one is greater, what you have to do? We have to multiply. We have to multiply this numerator with this denominator. Again, with this numerator into this denominator. Seventeen by 17 by 18. 10 by 11. First, we have to cross multiply this 17 into 11. What we get? 17 into 11 will get 187. And 10 into 18, we have to take this value as this one. This value is 187. We have to consider like that. And 10 into 18, it is 180. We have to consider this value as 180. In between this, which one is greater? 187 is greater, right? So, in between these two ratio, 17 by 18 is greater. We'll solve the next one. If they are given three ratios, in between three ratios, we need to find the greater one. First, what you have to do, we have to find for two ratios. Then we have to compare with the greater one with this third ratio. We'll check it out. This 14 is to 15, we can write it as 14 by 15, right? Yes. This 12 is to 13, we can write it as 12 by 13. Again, this we can write it as 11 by 13. Right? Okay. Then between these two, we have to find which one is greater first. So that we have to multiply this numerator with this denominator. So 14 into 13, how much is? It is 182, right? 14 into 13, it is 182. This 182 is, we have to consider as this value. Then to find this value, what you have to do, you have to multiply with this numerator with this denominator. So 12 into 15, it is 180. So what you have to find? We have to find the greater ratio between these three. So between these two, 182 is greater. So 14 by 15 is the greater one. Now we have to compare this with this remaining one. So what you have to do? Again, we have to write 14 by 15 and we have to compare with 11 by 30. So between this, which one is greater? We need to find out. So 14 into 13, it is how much? It is 182, right? Yes. Again, 11 into 15, it is, we have to cross multiply, that's all. 11 into 50, we are getting 165. Between this one is greater. That means between this three ratio, 14 is to 15 is the greater one. If they ask the smaller one, what we have to do? We have to take the smaller one. In between these two, 180 is the smaller. So this one we have to take and compare with this one. Again, we have to cross multiply and we have to find out which one is greater or which one is smaller. Okay, we'll move on to next one. In this, they have given four ratios. In this, let's find out the smaller one. Let's change this question to smaller one. We have to find the smaller one. So what we have to do? Again, take this two and take this two and compare this. Between this which is smaller, take it down, and between this which is smaller, we have to take it down and compare the smaller ratios. In that, we need to find the smaller, so that we'll get the smaller in four ratios. First, this 8:9, we can write it as 8 by 9. First, let's take these two numbers, these two ratios, and let's find out the smaller one. Okay, 18, 8 6 it is 48, right? Again, 5 9 it is 45. So between these two, okay, between 48 and 45, 45 is the smaller. That means between these two ratio, this one is smaller. Now let's find out for these two ratios. 11 by 12 in and 13 by 14. So again, we have to do cross multiplication. 11 into 14. How much it is? It is 154, right? And 13 into 12, how much it is? It is 156. Between these two, which one is smaller? This is smaller. Now what we have to do? We have to compare this with this. Let's find out the smaller one. So take this 5 by 6 and this one. So 5 into 12, it is 60. 5 into 12 it is 60. 11 into 6 it is 66. Between these two, this one is smaller. So between all the four ratio, this 5 to 6 is the smallest one. Okay, let's move on to fourth one. Any doubt till this problem? Any doubt? Just make a note of this. If there is no doubt, just make a note of this. Okay, now let's move on to fourth one. Now, in this, we need to find the third proportion. This one is first one, this one is second one. We need to find the third one. Let's consider this as A and this as B. We need to find C. So what we have to do? Let's write it down. Okay. What is proportion? A is to B is to C. This we can write it as A is to B equal to B is to C. This is called proportion. This equation is called proportion. Now we need to find the third proportion. That means this is A, this is B, we need to find C. So what we have to do now? This A is to B. That means, for example, 5 is to 6. We are writing it as 5 by 6, right? In the same way, this A is to B equates B is to C. We can write it at A by B equals to B is to C. You can write it as B by C. Here, we know that A value is 18 and 54 is the B value. Just we need to substitute the values. Before here we need to find C, right? So what you have to do? C equals B square by A. This we can modify into this equation, right? So substitute the value to find the third proportion. What is B square here? 54 square. This 54 square, write the form 54 into 54. Divide by. Here what is, sorry, this is A, right? This is A, sorry. It is looking like 9. Okay, what is A here? It is 18. Okay. Now what you have to do? We have to calculate. What is the answer? What is the answer? What is 54 into 54? The final answer we're getting is how much? 162, right? This 162 is your third proportion. So find the answer for the next one. In the same way, here we have A, B, C value. We need to find the D. D is nothing but your fourth proportion. So let's write it down. A is to B equals to a proportion to C is to D. Right. Here A value is 9, B value it is 13 and C value it is 153. We need to find D value. A is to B, we can write it as A by B, right? So this we can write it as equate. So this C by D. Just substitute the value. What is A here? 9 by B it is 13 equals to C it is 153 divided by D. Here we need to find D value. So what will you do? D equals 153 into 13 by 9. Right. Find the answer. Find the fourth proportion. This one will, this is 9 ones are 9 17s are right. Right. So 17 into 13, how much it is? It is 221, right? Yes, this 221 your fourth proportion. Now let's move on to find the sixth one. Here we have two proportion. In this we have to find the mean proportion between these two numbers. That means this we will consider this as A and this as C. We need to find the mean proportion, that is B. Okay. Like previous sum, again what you have to do? Here we are having, in this question there are three proportion, right? So in this we have to find the mean. So that means this value it is 7 and this value it is 63. This A is to B is to C, we can write it as A is to B proportion or equates to B is to C. Here we are finding B value. That means what will come? This A is to B, we can write it as A by B equals B by C. Here we need to find B value. Then your equation will be B square equals AC, right? B equals 1 minute. Yes, here we need to find B value. That means here it will be root AC. So root, what is the A here? A is 7, right? And B it is 63. So this 63 we can write it as 63 we can write it as 7 into 9. 7 nines are, it is 63, right? I'm writing this because we'll get the answer in very few methods, few steps. So it is very easy to find the root for this. 7 into 7, it is 49. Root 49, it is how much? It is 7. Then directly root 9, we can write it as 3. 7 to 7, it is 49. Root 49, it is 7. So for simplification method, we made this 63 as 7 into 9. So 3 into 7 is 21. Instead of multiplying and finding root, just simplify this 63 into 7 to 9. So it will be very easy to get the answer. Okay, now let's move on to find the answer for the next one. In this, they have given A to B equals 3 to 7 and B to C equals 9 to 5. Here we need to find ABC. Here for A we have 3. For A value here it is 3, B value here it is 7, and again we have B value as 9. For C it is 5. But we need one common value for B, right? So what you have to do? Let's write it down. A is to B, B is to C. We need the answer in the form of A is to B is to C. Right, let's solve it. What is A is to B of? It is 3 is to 7, right? Then B is to C is 9 is to 5. Here for A and C we have one value, but for B we have two value. So what you have to do to find the answer? We have to multiply. To find A value, we have to multiply 3 into 9 downways. To find B answer, we have to multiply in crossway. To find C answer, we have to multiply again with the downway or straight line. Here it is straight line. To find A, again it will multiply in a crossway, and to find C, again it is a straight line. 3 nines are, it is how much? 27 is to 7 nines are, it is 63, right? 7 fives are, it is 35. We'll solve few more questions on this so that it will be easy to understand. To find a common value, what you have to do is just we need to write this in the form of this. Then to find A answer, we have to multiply in down ways. To find B value, you have to multiply crossway. And again to find C, you have to multiply down ways. That means to find A, 3 into 9. To find B, it is 7 into 9. To find C, it is 7 into 5. So that we'll get answer in the form of A is to B is to C. This will be the answer. Make a note of this. Okay, let's move on to find the next one. How to divide 3395 in ratio of 42 is to 32 is to 23. First, this is very simple. First, we need to add this three number. 1 minute. First, we need to add this three number 43 plus 32 plus 23. How much it is? How much? 42 plus 32 plus 23. It is 97, right? Yes. So, after adding this, we have to divide this number by 97. 3395 divide it by 97. By dividing this, we'll get 35. So each ratio, it is 35. So we need to find out for 42. So what you have to do? 42 into 35. Again, 42 into 32. 42 into 23. Like this, we are going to divide this number in ratio form. What is 42 into 35? It is 1470. Then 42 into, sorry, this is not 42, this is 35. This is 35. This is 35. 1 minute. You are multiplying this 35 with this each number. Okay, to find the ratio of each number. For 42, we need to find the ratio, and for 32, we need to find, and again for 23. So that we have to multiply this 35 into 42. We are getting 1470. Again, that 35 into 32, that will be 1120. Again, that 35 into 23, it is 805. When you add all these numbers, you will get 3395. To verify the answer, this number should be equal to this. Okay, let's move on to next one. This sum is like a previous sum. Here we have AB, BC, and CD. We need to find the answer in the form of A is to B is to C is to D. So, first let us write it down. A is to B, C is to, so A is to B, B is to C, and C is to D, right? Yes. This A is to B, what is the value? It is 2 is to 3. For B is to C, the value is given value 7 is to 9. For C is to D, it is 5 is to 7. To find the answer in the form of A is to B is to C is to D, what you have to do, you have to again multiply downwards, then like this, again like this, and like this. This is a short trick to find the answer in the form of A is to B is to C is to D. So here we ought to actually, for A they have given one value. For B there are two values, right? For B we have 3 and 7. For C we have 9 and 5. For D it is again one value 7. To find the answer in the form of A is to B is to C is to D, what we have to do, first we have to write it down in this way. And to find a value, this is for, this is to find a value, and this is for to finding b, and this is for to find d c, and this is to find d. So to find a, what you have to do, you have to multiply this 275. That means 2 into 7 into 5. 2 into 7 into 5, how much it is? We need the answer the form of a is to b is to c is to d. When you're multiplying 2 into 7 into 5, we'll get a value as 70. To find 3 b value, we have to multiply this 3 into 7 into 5. 3 into 7 into 5. That means it is 105. 3 3 5s are 15, 15 7s are 105. To find C, 3 into 9 into 5. How much it is? It is 135, right? Yes. To find D, again straight line. 3 into 9 into 7. It is 189. Okay. Is it possible to simplify further? No, right? Yes. This will the answer. If it is possible, then you have to reduce this value. Now it is not possible. So this will be our answer. Now let's move on to the next one. 40 paisa and 2 rupees, what is the ratio between them? So here it is 40 paise and here it is 2 rupees. First we need to convert this rupees into paise. So 40 paise is to 2 rupees. It is, then when we are converting into paise, it will become 200 paise, right? So simplify this. 4 ones are 4 fives are. The ratio between them is 1 is to 5. Now let's move on to find the next one. Same way. Here they have given rupees and paise, but here they have given in months and year. So 4 months. Here we need to convert this year into months. So in 2 years, how many months are there? Each year it is 12 months. Then if it is 2 years, then it will be 24 months. So this is in the ratio of 1 is to 6, right? Yes, this is the answer. Now let's move on to find the next one. In a school, the ratio between the boys and girls is 4 is to 5. The total strength is 900. Then what is the boys' strength? To find this, what we have to do? We have to add this ratio. 4 plus 5, we have to add the ratio. 4 plus 5 it is 9. Then we have to divide this total strength by 9. It is, when we are dividing, we get 100. So what is the question here? We need to find boy's strength. What is the boy ratio here? 4, right? So we have to multiply this 100 with 4. 400. There are 400 boys. If they ask the girls number of, if they ask for number of girls present in the school, then what you have to do? You have to multiply this 100 with the girl ratio. What is the girl ratio here? 5. So it is 500. Any doubt? When we add this two number, we'll get the total strength as 900. Now let's move on to find the next one. This sum is same as the previous one. Again, here we have to add these two ratios and you have to divide this total number of employees with this ratio, sum of ratio. Then we have to multiply this answer with the ratio. Let's find it out. If from adding 4 plus 3, we are getting 7. So we have to divide this 1400 by 7. So 7 ones are 7 twos are. Right. It is 200. Right. So here how many women are there? So what is the ratio of the women are here? 3 is the ratio, right? So 3 into 200. It is 600. There are 600 women in a factory. If they want to, if they tell to find the uh, men count, then we have to take men ratio into 200. So it is the total men count. It is 800. When we add these two numbers, we'll get 1400. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. Monthly loss and profit ratio is 8 is to 5. That means loss ratio is 8, profit ratio it is 5. The person monthly income is 1300 rupees. Then what is the monthly profit? Here also the same way what you have to do, you have to add these two ratios, 8 plus 5, it is 13, right? What you have to do with this 13, we have to divide this total income by 13. We'll get 100, right? Now what you have to find? The monthly profit. What is the profit ratio here? 5. So we have to multiply this 5 with the 100. Why 100? We have got here as 100. So his monthly profit is 500. If they ask to find the monthly loss, means what is the loss ratio here? 8. 8 into 100. That means 800. Again, when we add this to number, we'll get this number. Okay, now let's move on to find the next one. Try to solve this. In a bag, 5 rupees, 2 rupees, 1 rupees are there. The ratio are in 4 is to 2 is to 3. The total rupee is 135. How many 5 rupees coins are there? Okay, now in a bag there is a 5 rupee coin. Let's write it as rupee. Let's take this dollar symbol as rupee symbol. Okay, then 2 rupee coin and again 1 rupee coin. These are the types of coins are there in a bag. Okay, then they've given the ratio that 5 rupees ratio it is 4. There are 4 and 2 rupees are in the form of 2 ratio. Then this in ratio of 3. In a bag, there are a 5 rupees coin, 2 rupees coin, and 1 rupees coin in the ratio of 4 is to 2 is to 3. Okay. The sum. So, this is not the exact value. They have given in the ratio form. So, let's take it as 4x. Because we need to find out how many coins are there, right? So, take it as x. Even here it is x. Next. So, there are 5 rupees coin in ratio of 4 into x. This we have to write it in the form of 5 rupees coin into 4x. Because we don't know how many coins are there. So we are taking it as x plus 2 rupees coin in the ratio of 2x plus 1 rupee coin in the ratio of 3x. Totally, we have 135 rupees in a bag. So when we're adding all this, the amount will be, the rupees will be 135 in the bag. So next, what you have to do, for multiply this 20x plus 4x plus 3x equals 135. So add all this, we get 27x, right, equals 135. So here we need to find the x value. 135 divided by 27. How much it is? 135 by 27. We get 5. The x value is 5. So that we need to substitute here. Mm. Yes. What is x? It is 5, right? So let's find out how many 5 rupees coins are there. 4x equals 4 into, here x is 5. So it is 20. So there are 25 rupees coins are there. Now let's find out for 2 rupees. So it is 2x, right? Substitute the x value. 2 into 5 is 10. There are 10 coins of 2 rupees. Okay, what is there for 1 rupee? It is 3x. So 3x value is 5, 3 5s are 15. There are 25 rupees coins and 10 2 rupees coins and 3 and 15 1 rupee coins are there. So they told to find how many 5 rupees coins are there. That means 25 rupees coins are there. If they ask to find for 2 rupee coins, then it is 10. If they ask for 1 rupee coins, then it is 15. Okay, now let's move on to next one. The ratio between two number is 3:4. Each number is subtracted by 5. Then the ratio will become 2:3. What will be the bigger number? Let's find the bigger number as well as smaller number. Let's take it as A and here it is B. 3:4. This is in the ratio form. This is not the exact value. So what we will write? 3x. And this is as 4x because it is not an exact value. So we are taking it as x. Each number is subtracted by 5. That means we have to subtract this with 5, both the side. Then after subtraction, the ratio will become 2:3. Before the ratio was 3:4. After subtracting, the ratio will become 2:3. Now to find the bigger number, what you have to do? You have to find x value, so that you have to do cross multiplication. After cross multiplication, what will you get? 3 into 3x minus 5. Directly write the answer. 3 into 3x, it is 9x Again, 3 into minus 5 is 15, right? Cross multiply this with this. 2 into 4 it is 8x. 2 into 5 it is 10. Hmm. So 9x, this take this x this side and this side. So when you're taking this side, 9x minus 8x, it will be 1x, and this go to the right side, so minus will become plus. Minus 10 plus 15, it is 5. Your x value is 5. Now we have to find the bigger number, right? So we have to substitute the value to the 3x and 4x. First, let's substitute a value for 3x. 3 into 5. Why 5? Because x value is 5. For 3x, we are getting 15. For 4x, we are getting 20. In this, the bigger value is 20, and if they ask for the smaller number, then it is 15. That means the bigger number is 4x and smaller number is 3x. This is your answer. Now let's move on to the next topic, that is permutation and combination. What is permutation? Permutation is a way of arranging letters or numbers, and this permutation is denoted by letter P. And this is the permutation formula, and these are the values. For 0 factor, this symbol we call it as factorial. For 0 factorial, it will be 1. For 1 factorial, this will be 1, and 2 factorial, it will be 2. For 3 factorial, it will be 6. How it is 6? 3 factorial means we are writing it as 3 into 2 into 1. So it is 6. For 2 factorial, we are writing it as 2 into 1. So it is 2. For 4 factorial, 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So we are getting 24. Likewise, we have found all the 10 factorial. Make a note of this. For 10 factorial, as it is 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. After multiplying all that number, we'll get 3628800. Okay. Now let's move on to find the answer. Omkar is equal to 5 factorial. Why it is 5 factorial? Because there are 5 letters in the word Omkar. So 5 factorial, we can write it as 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So here I have written that 5 factorial, the value will be 120. So 120. Here the letters are not repeated. So I'm not dividing anything. Okay, let's move on to next one. In this leader, E and D is repeated twice. So what we are going to do? I'll write it here. In the word leader, there are 6 letters. This 6 letter, we're writing it in the form of 6 factorial. Then here, E, it has repeated 2 times. So that 2 times we'll write it as 2. Okay, then 2, we have to write it as 2 factorial. Then we have to write the 6 factorial as 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, and 2 factorial as 2 into 1. After calculating, we get 360. Now let's solve the problem on permutation. The word equation. Is there any repetition in this word? No, right? So, how many letters are there? 3, 6, 7, 8 letters are there. So, directly we can write it as 8 factorial. What is the value for 8 factorial? It is, I have given here 40320. This is your answer. In 40320 ways, we can arrange the word equation. Now let's find the answer for the second one. How many letters are there in yellow? There are 5 letters, but we have repeated letters. L and L as repeated 2 times. So we have to write it as 2 factorial. So what is 5 factorial? 120, right? 120 divided by 2 factorial is 2. This is your answer. In 60 ways we can arrange the word hello. Now let's move on to find the third one. Try to solve this. Try to solve and tell the answer in how many ways words, in how many ways it can be arranged. The word is Bengaluru. So there are repetition, right? If there is repetition, we have to divide by total number of repetition. Try to solve and tell the answer. Okay, we'll solve. How many letters are there in word Bengaluru? There are 9 letters, right? In the word Bengaluru, there are 9 letters. So, first one, in how many ways it can be arranged? So, this we'll write it as 9 factorial because there are 9 letters. And what are the repetition here? You has repeated twice, right? So what we have to do? We have to divide this 9 factorial by 2 factorial. What is your 9 factorial value? It is 9. Sorry, it is 36288. It is 3628880 divided by 2. What is the answer? 2 ones are your 1. Here it is 18. Again 4, 4. Sorry, guys. So the answer is, what is the answer? 18440 in in 1,81,440 ways we can arrange the word Bengaluru. Next, we'll move on to solve the second one. Ovals should be together. So, what are the ovals in the word Bengaluru? What are the vowels in the word Bengaluru? E, let's write it down. E, A, U, U. E, A, U, U are the vowels, right? Rest of them, we'll write it down. Yeah. B, N, G, L, R. These are the ovals. So, in the question, they have given that the vowels should be together. So, the vowels should be together. So, we'll take it as 1, and this as 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is, we're considering this E, A, U, U as one alphabet because the vowel should be together. We'll consider this as one letter. So how many are there now? 6. We have to write it in the form of factorial. Into. Even this also we can arrange in multiple ways, right? So how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 factorial. How many repetitions are there? 2 repetition, right? Divide by 2. Tell the answer. The answer will be 8, 6, 4. In 8,640 ways, we can arrange the word this Bengaluru with the ovals together. Now we'll find the answer for third one. 1 minute, guys. Yes. Now let's move on to find the next one. Consonants should be together. What are the consonants here? This remaining are the consonants, right? So what we'll do? We'll come take this complete as one letter and rest of the ovals as each one letter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is 5 factorial into. Even this can be arranged in multiple ways, right? So this, how many letters are there? 5 letters. So 5 factorial. How many are the repetition? U has repeated 2 times, so write it here. So what is the answer? 5 factorial into 5 factorial by 2 factorial. It is 7200. In 7200 ways, we can arrange the words, the consonant can be together in 7200 ways. in the word Bengaluru. Now let's find the answer for the next one. Starting with N and ending with L. So that, wait, let's copy this. So starting with N and ending with L. Okay, the word Bengaluru. Let's write it down. Nine letters are there. Okay. Starting should be N. So let's keep it as constant. And ending should be 11. What are the remaining letters? Starting should be leave this and this. Remaining are 7 alphabets, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7 alphabets are there. So what you have to do? 7 factorial, because these two are in constant place. So leaving that, we have to find out the ways for remaining alphabets. Okay. In remaining alphabets, there are 2 repetition in it. What is the answer? In 2520 ways, the word can arrange with a condition starting with N and ending with L. Now let's find the and move on to next one. Vowels should not be together. And next one is consonant should not be together. How to find how many in how many ways vowels should be together? We have found the answer, right? In how many ways? It is 8040. So what you have to do? In how many ways the words Bengaluru can be arranged? We got the answer for that also. We have to subtract this with number of times the vowel should be together. That we have to minus this with this, so that we'll get vowels should not be together. Let's find it out here. We have to minus with 18144 with vowels with together answer. To find consonant for next one, 18440. What is the answer for vowels with together? What is the value we got? 8640, right? 8640. And for this, how many ways we can arrange the consonants are together? It is 7200. So what is the answer? What is the answer for this? It is 17280 ways we can arrange with vowels or not together. For next one, we have to minus this with the number of ways consonants are together, so that we'll get number of ways the consonants are not together. What is the answer? What is the answer we'll get? We get 1744240, right? Yes. Now let's move on to next one. Starting with letter U. That means in Bengaluru, the word should arrange with the starting letter U. You have to find in how many ways that is going to be. So, how to find? Just we'll solve that here itself. U. it should start with U. Remaining there are 8 alphabets, right? And there are 2 repetition. But here one is kept as it is. So here we should not use this repetition. Just cancel this and write answer. Write the answer. The answer is 8 factorial. What is your 8 factorial answer? What is the value of 8 factorial? It is 4 0 3 2 0, right? This is the answer for G1. Okay. Same way, find the answer for this word successful. Okay. Now let's move on to combination. Same way, find the answer for the word successful. Now let's move on to combination. For combination, this is the formula. NCR equals n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial. Okay. 5C0. When r value is 0, we get factorial as 1. Okay. Because there should be some ways, right, to pick the or to select the members. There will be at least it should be 1 or more than 1. So it never be 0. Okay. Now let's see how I have written this. Instead of writing this 5C2 for 5C2, we have to write it as, while you using this formula, we will elaborate 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Again, in r place, we'll write 2 factorial 2 into 1. N minus r factorial it is how much? 5 minus 2 is 3 factorial. 3 into 2 into 1. So instead of writing like this, we can directly write in this way. See, here it is 5 and here it is 2. So we know that it starts from, it is 5 factorial. We have to write next to 2 numbers, that's all, including 5. 5 by 4. And here we have to write how much it is there, that much. 2 factorial, right? So write it 2 factorial or 2 into 1. If it is like 5C3, then directly write it as 5 into 4 into 3. Why I'm writing only 3? Because here it is 3. So next to 3 numbers we need to write. And this here it is 3 numbers. So you have to write. You have to start from 3, 2, 1. In case of 10C2, how will you write? Instead of substituting your values to this formula and writing this step, directly you can write 10 and 10 into 9. That's all, because you have to write only next to 2 numbers, because there are here it is 2. Then divide by what is your 2? That means 2 factorial. Fine. Now let's solve the problem. In a group of 12 members, we are selecting 9. In how many ways? We need to find out. So here n is 12, right? Where r is 9. Right? Okay. Now let's solve. 12CR. Substitute this here. 12 into, okay, when we're substituting, it will be like 12 factorial by 12 minus 9 factorial into r factorial. Your r is 9. Again, it is 9 factorial, right? So, what you have to do here? What is your 12 factor? Write it down. 12. For this sum, we'll solve all the stuff from next one. Let's do directed. 12 into 11 into 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Divide this by, what is 12 minus 9 factorial? It is 3 factorial, right? Write it down. 3 into 2 into 1. What is your 9 factorial? Write it down. 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay. Now let's simplify this. This will get cancelled. This will get cancelled. Right? See, this 12C9. This 12C9 we can write it as 12C3. This 12C9 we can write it as 12C3 because 12 minus 9 it is 3. We are directly writing this as 12C3. Don't worry, we'll solve a few more questions. Then it will be easy. Then now calculate. 6 ones are 6 twos are 11 tens are, it is 110. 110 into 2 it is 210. By substituting in this, by solving this step, we are getting 220. Okay. Now let's use this one. 12 into or how much, what is your 3? So you have to write next to 3 numbers including 12. 12 into 11 into 10 divide by 3, right? 3, that is 3 factorial. 3 into 2 into 1. So again 2 into 11 into 10 it is 220. In this way also we'll get the same answer. Okay, we'll solve the answer for the next one. We'll solve in both way. Okay. Okay. In how many ways 10 people are selected from group of 15? That means 15C 10. The formula is n factorial by n minus r factorial into r factorial, where n factorial is 15 factorial divided by 15 minus 10 factorial, it is 5 factorial. Again, your r it is 10 factorial, right? Now just simplify this. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. This take lot of time, right? Okay, then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 into 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's simplify. This 10 factorial and this 10 factorial will get cancelled. Then Simplify. 5, 3 is a 15 and this 15 will get cancelled. And 2 ones are 2, 6 are 2, 3 is a 2 ones are 2 sevens are. So what will be the answer? It will be 7 into 13 into 3 into 11. So we'll get 3, 0, 0, 3. Okay. Without this formula, let's see how to find the answer like previous sum. Here they have given that 15C10. This we can write it as 15C. Instead of 10, what we can do? We have to subtract directly. 15 minus 10, it is 5. So it is 5 into 4. We have to write next to 5 numbers including 15. 15, 14, 13, 12, 4 number is done and fifth one is 11. We are writing 5, only 5 digit because here it is 5. Then 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So the same way we got the answer, and when we calculate this, we'll get 3003. This is your final answer. In this way, find the answer for rest of 4 questions. For rest 4 questions, find the answer. Okay. In a given group of 4 members, in a group of members, 4 women and 3 men should be selected in 8 women and 6 men. So let's take it for women first. 8C, how many should be selected? 4. And if it is and, then you have this, here we have to multiply. Again, 3 men from 7, group of 7 men. 7C3. Right. This we can write it as 8 minus 4. It is 4. So we will get same 8C4. Again, 7C3 we can write it as, we have to minus 7C. How much? 7 minus 3, it is 4. Now let's solve. Solve for this first. 8 into 7 into 6 into 5. Divide. Why we are writing only 4? Because here it is 4. We have to write next to 4 numbers. Then divide this by 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 into here. Again, solve it for 7C4. We are writing only next to 4 number because here it is 4. So same way, find the answer. After calculating all this, for this value we'll get 70 and this will get 35 by simplifying, and finally we'll get 2450. This will be your answer. Now let's move on to next one. In a group of 20 people, 20 people give shake hands with each other. In how many ways they can shake their hands? At a time, a person can shake hand with other person. That means two people can shake their hands, right, at a time. So here we are writing 12C2 directly. Then it is 12 into 19, only 19. Because here it is 2, so we will write next to two numbers, that's all. And here it is 2 into 12. 2 ones are 2 tens are. So it is 190 ways they can shake their hands between 20 people. Same way, find the answer for this. This will be 25. 1 minute. This will be 25C2. We can write it as 25 into 24 by 2. 2 into 1. So it is 2 ones are 2 12s are. What is the answer? 25 into 12 it is 300. In 300 ways they can shake their hands between 25 peoples. Okay. Now let's move on to next one. To form a cricket team, already 2 members are selected. So totally there are 15 members are in selection process. In that we need to select 12. Okay. So 2 are already selected. We need to select 12 from 15. 2 are already selected. That means in 15 minus 2 means it is 13, right? In 15 we need to select 12, but already 2 are selected. So in 13 members we have to select 10. So this 13C10 we can write it as 13C3 because 30 minus 10 it is 3. You have to write next to 3 members, 3 number of the 13. 13, 12, 11. Divide by 3, 2, 1. So the answer will be 2 into 11 it is 22. 22 into 13 it is 286. In 286 ways we can form a team. Okay. Now let's move on to next topic, that is probability. First we'll solve the problems on coin. If there is one coin, there is a probability of getting 1 8 or 1 10. If there are 2 coins are tossed, there is a probability of getting 2 8s or 1 8, 1 tile or 1 tile or 1 8 and 2 tiles. These are the probabilities we are getting when 2 coins are tossed. When 3 coins are tossed, we'll get 3 8 or 3 tiles or 2 8s with 1 tile or 2 tiles with 1 8 or 2 8 with 1 tiles, or in this way we are going to get when 3 coins are tossed. Okay, let's solve the problem on this. When 1 coin is tossed, we have two ways of probability. When 2 coins are tossed, then it's a 4 ways, and when 3 coins are tossed, it's a 8 way we're getting. Okay, when 2 coins are tossed, what is the probability of getting 2 face head? This is 2 coins are tossed. Okay, what is the probability of getting 2 face head? Where is 2 head here? Only here, right? That means your answer will be 1 by how much? 4, right? Only once we are getting out of 4. So your probability is 1 by 4. P equals 1 by 4. Okay, this is your answer. Let's find the answer for next one. Okay. When 2 coins are tossed, getting 1 tile, what is the probability? one tile. Here there is no tile, leave it out. Here we have one tile, here we have one tile, here we have two tiles, but they're asking for one tile. That means only two are there, right? So P equals 2 by 4. We can further simplify this, right? 1 by 2. This is your probability. 1 by 2 is your probability. That is your answer. Now let's find the answer for third one. When 3 coins are tossed, what is the probability of getting 3 at face? Only here we can find 3 at face. That means out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, out of 8, we are getting only once, right? So that we can write it as the P equals, how many times we are getting 3 at 1 out of 8. Right, this is your answer. Then exactly 2 tails face. Here it is 3, you should not take. Here there is no tail, you should not take. Here only one tail it's there, you should not, you should leave the. Here there is 2 tails, so one time you have to 1 here, and again here 2, and here it's there. So in this we are getting exactly 2 tails face. So 3, we are getting 3 times out of 8. This is your probability of getting exactly 2 tiles. So next, minimum 1 tail. So that means here we have to consider. Here also there is a tile we have to consider. Here also there is a tile we have to consider. Here also there is a tile we have to consider. Here also we have to consider. Yes, every leaving this in every way we are getting at least 1 tile, so that it will be 7 by 8. Okay. Maximum 2 at. So here maximum 2 at. So we have to take this, 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 this. Maximum 2 at means which will you consider? Should not take 3 at, less than 2 or 2 ats. So we have to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here also we have 2 ats. So we have to take everything. Okay, now let's move on to dice problem. When one dice is rolled, the probability of getting is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When 2 dice are rolled, the probability of getting these many options are there. Here we'll get 6 options. In this, when 2 dice are rolled, we'll get 30 to 36 ways. So let's solve the problem on dice. See here, when 2 dice are rolled, we'll get 1 1 or 2 1 or 3 2 or 2 3 or 6 6. These are the probabilities we are getting when 2 dice are rolled. Okay, now let's solve. When dice is thrown, what is the probability of getting the number divisible by 2? What is the answer for this? When a dice means only one dice. So what is the answer? Number divisible by 2 means what are the numbers here? 2, 4, 6, 3, right? The probability is 3 out of 6. That means we can write it as 1 by. This is your probability of getting dice which is divisible by 2. Next, less than 4. The probability of getting less than 4 or 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is out of 6, it is 4 by 6. So it is 2 by 3 is your probability. Okay. Getting odd numbers. What are the odd numbers? In one dice, 1, 3, 5. These three are odd numbers. So the probability of getting odd numbers are, how many are there? 1, 3, 5. So 3 by 6. This we can write it as, simplify this as, by simplifying 3 by 6, we get 1 by 2. This is your probability of getting odd numbers. Now let's move on to solve the problem on 2 dice. Same faces in 2 dice. Same faces means this 11, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. How many are there possibilities? 6 possibility out of 36. So 6 out of 36. That means 1 by 6. This is your probability of getting same faces in 2 dice. Next, sum of 2 dice are 6. 1 plus 1, no. 2 plus 1, no. 3 plus 1, no. 4 plus 1, it is 5, no. 5 plus 1, it is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. No, you should not consider. We have to consider this. Let's mark it down. Then this, right? Then 3 plus 3, because we need to get sum as 6. And this. This. How many possibilities are there? Sum of 2 dice are 6. That is, how many are there? 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 possibilities out of 36. This is your probability of getting 2 dice, which are 2 dice having sum of 6. Then sum of 2 dice are 10 or more than 10. We have to add. See, here also you don't get, here also no. 3 plus 7, no, 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 3 plus 4, no. Here also no. From here it will start, right? 10 or more than 10. So let's. Okay, here also, yes, right? This one, and here. First, let's find out the sum of 10, and let's find more. After finding sum of 10, let's find more than sum of 10. And this 11 will get even this also. 6 plus 6. Yes. Only this, right? How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. 6 out of 36 we are getting. So this we can simplify further. So it is 1 by 6. This is the probability of getting sum of 2 dice are 10 or more than 10. Now let's move on to find next one. Sum of 2 dice divisible by 5. That means it should be 10, 50. That's all right. Sum of 2. It should be 5, 10. Yeah, it cannot be 15 because highest is 12. The 12 is the highest sum. So it should be sum of 5 and 10. So here, this one, right? Let's mark it. This one and this and this. These are sum of 5. Even this is divisible by 5. So next let's search for sum of 10 because even that is divisible by 5. Where is the other one? Here. This and this. Right. Any other number? No, right? Okay. Here it's 4 and 3. Total 7 numbers are there. So the possibilities are 7 out of 36. Okay. Now, any doubt in dice and coins? Just make a note of this or take a photo of this and take a picture of this dice also. This will be very helpful to solve the problems based on dice. Now let's move on to find the answer for cards. In in cards there are 52 cards are there. So in that 26 are in red color and 26 are in black color. In 26 red color there are 13 hearts, 13 diamond and 26 spade and 13 club. These are types of card we are having in this. So in that we'll get king, queen, jack and ace and numbers from 2 to 10. These are the cards we can find here. Okay, fine. That too in red and black. Just take a picture of this. Now let's move on to solve the problem. Okay. In pack of cards, what are the probability of getting heart cards? How many heart cards are there? 30. So what is the probability? 13. How many total number of cards are there? 15. So it is 13 by 50. Next, red color cards. How many are there? 26 out of 52. This you can simplify, right? Further simplify this, we'll get it as 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is your probability of getting red color cards. This one is 13 by 15 is your probability of getting hard cards. Then diamond number cards. Which is your diamond? This is your diamond, right? Diamond number cards. In diamond, we'll get all these types of cards: king, queen, jack, and ace, along with numbers. How many numbers are they asked only for diamond number cards? How many numbers cards are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 9 number cards out of how much? 52 cards. This is your probability of getting diamond number cards. Next, we'll move on to find next one. Okay, king cards. In in this also we have king cards in this, in heart, in diamond, in spade, in club. In all we have king cards. How many we have? In each we have one king card. So totally 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 king cards out of how much? 52 cards, right? So we can further simplify. So that will be 1 by 13 is your probability of getting king cards. So black queen. How many black queens are there? Black. Here black, 2 black. In each we have one queen. So it is 2 by, totally we have 4 queens. In that 2 are red and 2 are black. Here they are asking for black queen. So it is 2 by 52. That means we have to write it as 1 by 26. So this is your probability of getting 1 by 26 black queen. All number cuts. In all this we have number cuts. In this we have how many number cuts? 9 cards in this, 9 number cards in this, again 9 number cards in this, and 9 number cards in this. So it is 9 plus 9, 18, 18 plus 18 from this black cards. This totally 36 number cards are there by out of 52. We can further simplify, right? It is 80 by 26. Again, we can simplify, right? So it will be 9 by 13. 9 by 13 is your probability of getting all number cards. Okay. These are the few questions on cards, dice, and coins. Now let's move on to next topic called partnership and mixture. Giant opened a shop investing 30,000. Madhu joined him 2 months later, investing of rupees 45,000. They earned a profit of rupees 54,000 after completion of 1 year. What will be the Madhu's profit? So, how to find this? What you have to do in this? First, we have to write Jayan and Madhu's share separately. Jayant, Madhu. Okay. Giant share invested of rupees. How much? How much he has invested? 1 to 30,000. Madhu has invested 45,000. So this we can further simplify, right? 30 is to 45. Again we can simplify, right? So it will be 2 is to 5. Any doubt in this getting 2 is to 5? Because in ratio we have to simplify to the smallest value so that we'll get the answer very easily, and it will be very easy to identify also. So this is not 5. 15 twos are it is 30. Again 15 threes are it is 45. Okay. We have converted this investment in the form of ratio. Here, they earned a profit of rupees 54 after a completion of a year. Here, only Jayant has completed 12 months, but Madhu joined him after 2 months. So, here, 2 into how many months is completed by Jayant? It is 12 months, right? So, write it 12. Here, 3 into this Jayant has joined him after 2 months. That means he has completed only 10 months. So 2 into 12 it is 24 is to 3 into 10 it is 30. Then you can further simplify this, right? So it will be 6 fours are, and here it is 6 fives are 30. So further we can't simplify. So keep it here. Then we have to find the each person share. Here, what is the profit? It is 54,000. So we have to divide by what? You have to add this to ratio. 4 is to 5. You have to add this ratio. 4 plus 5 is 9. So what will get? We get 6,000. So now we have to find Madhu's share. So what is Madhu's share here? What you have to do, you have to take this 6,000 and you have to multiply with his ratio. What is the ratio of Madhu? It is 5. Then this will be, Madhu share will be 30,000. And what is the Jain share? Again, we have to multiply this 6,000 with, what is the Jain ratio? Jain ratio is 4, right? So it is, well, when, after calculating, we'll get 24,000. If we add both this, we'll get 54. Okay. Now let's move on to find the next one. Any doubt in this? Yeah, Anand and Deepak started a business investing 22,500 and 35,000 respectively. Out of total profit of 13,000. Okay, the total profit is 13,800. We have to find Deepak's share. So let's write it down. Let's take D as Deepak. 1 minute. A as Anand and D as Deepak. Next, what is Anand amount is investing 22,500. This we can write it as 225 because we can simplify, and here it is 350. We can further simplify this 45 and this 35 we can simplify into 70, right? Again this we can simplify 9, and here it is. We're just taking their investment and you're solving in the ratio form so that it is 9:40. Here let's fine. Now the total profit it is 13,800. We have to divide 13,800 by the ratio, sum of ratio. What is the sum of ratio? 14 plus 9. So 14 plus 9 it is how much? 23, right? So what will we get? We'll get 13,800 by 23 will get how much? 600. So to find each one's profit, what you have to do, each one shares 6 and this answer into the ratio. What is Anand ratio here? 9. To find Deepak ratio, again we have to multiply his ratio with his ratio. So 600 into 9 is Anand ratio, so it is 55,400. And to find Deepak ratio, we have to multiply with his ratio. To find Deepak ratio, we have to multiply with his ratio, so it is how much? 8,400. Okay, now let's move on to next one. Yogesh started a business investing 45,000. After 3 months, Pranab joined him with the capital of 60,000. After another 6 months, Arjun joined them with a capital of 90,000. At the end of the year, they made a profit of rupees 20,000. What will be a Arun share in it? There are 3 peoples are there that are investing in a particular business. So let's take it as Yogesh as Y, Pranab as P, and Arun as A. Let's write their investment. Yogesh investment is 45,000 is to Pranab investment is 60,000 and Arun investment is 90,000. Let's further simplify this. 45 is to, by further simplifying we'll get, I'll write the ratio form directly. 3 15 threes are, and this is 15 fours are, and this is 15 6 are. 15 6 are, it is 90, right? So 0 will get cancelled. Fine. Now here Yogesh has completed completely 1 year. So what we have to do? 3 into 12. Right. After 3 months, Pranab joined with him with a capital of 60,000. After 3 months means Pranav is completing only 9 months, right? Yes. Again, Arun, when did he join? Again, after another 6 months. That means is completing only 3 months. So now 3 into 12 it is 36. 4 into 9 it is 36. 6 into 3 it is 18, right? So further simplify this, we'll get in the form of 2 is to ratio in the form of 2 is to 2 is to, here it is 1, right? Yes. Now the total profit is 20,000. So this 20,000 we need to divide by sum of the ratio. So what is the sum of the ratio? 2 plus 2 plus 1, it is 5. So what is the answer? We'll get 4,000. So in this we need to find Arun's share. So we have to multiply this 4,000 with his ratio. What is his ratio? Arun ratio is 1. So his profit is 4,000. If you want to find Pranav profit, Pranav share means what you have to do? You have to multiply this 4,000 with his ratio. So it will be 8,000. To find this Yogesh profit, what you have to do? Again, 4,000 into his ratio. So it is 8,000. When you add all this, you will get 20,000. Now let's move on to solve next one. Try to solve this. Take the photo and try to solve. Now let's move on to next one. A, B, C enter into a partnership. A initially invest 25 lakh. Let's take it as 25. Then B invest 35 and C invest how much? A, B, C enter into a partnership. A initially invest 25 lakhs and adds another 10 lakh after 1 year. B initially invest 35 lakhs and withdraw 10 lakhs after 2 years. And C invest 30 lakhs. Okay. Okay, now let's solve. In what ratio would be their profit be divided at the end of 3 years? Here we need to find the profit ratio. So first A has invested 25 lakhs for 1 year, right? Then adds another 10 lakhs after 1 year. That means for next 2 years is going, already he has invested 25 lakhs. So is adding 10 more lakhs. That means 35 lakhs will be there for next 2 years. because here we are calculating for 3 years, right? Yeah, we're calculating for 3 years. First year it will be only 25 lakhs. After 1 year, you're going to invest 10 more lakhs. So it will be 35 lakhs for next 2 years. Okay. Here, 35 B initially invest 35 lakhs and withdraws 10 lakhs after 2 years. Is keeping 35 lakhs for 2 years and is withdrawing 10 lakhs. So it will be remaining 25 lakhs will be there for next 1 year. And C person is keeping his 30 lakhs for duration of 3 years, is not investing or is not withdrawing, is just keeping his initial amount throughout the 3 years. So now let us calculate 25 into 1, it is 25 plus 70 is to 70 plus 25 is to, it is 90. So it is 95. Here it will be 20 plus 25, it is again 95. Here it will be 90. Now further simplify this. 5 90s it is 95. Again 5 9s it is 95. And 5 18s it is 90. This is the ratio they are going to get. In this ratio form, they are going to get their profit after 3 years. Find the answer for next 3. These all are same sums as previous. Now I'll move on to next one. I'll move on to 9th one. This is the problem based on mixture. So a shopkeeper mixes 2 types of rice, one costing 20 rupees per kg and other is 30 rupees per kg in the ratio of 2 is to 3. Find the average price per kg of the mixture. So let's write it down. Here the ratio are 2 and 3. Right. 20, 20 rupees per kg is mixed in a ratio of 2 and 30 rupees per kg is mixed in the ratio of how much? 3. So 2 into 20, right? And this will be 3 into 30. So to find the answer, what we have to do? Add this 2 into 20, it is 40 plus 3 into 30, it is 90. So totally it is how much? 130, right? So this 130 we need to divide by what? Sum of ratio. What is your sum of ratio? 5. So 30 divided by 5, it is 26. So 26 rupees per kg. Answer is 26 rupees per kg. This is your answer. See here in 2 is to 3 ratio, the 20 rupees kg and the per kg rice and the 30 rupees per kg rice is mixed. So first we are what you are doing? First we are multiplying with the ratio and price. Same way, 2 into 20, this is the 2 is the ratio, 20 is the price, again 3 is the ratio, and 30 is the price. So we have to add that and we have to divide by sum of ratio, so that we'll get how much we'll get the average price per kg of the mixture. Now let's move on to next one. A 50-liter milk solution contains 20% of water. If 10 liters of solution is removed and replaced with pure milk, find the new percentage of water. In 50, let's write it down. In 50-liter milk, it contains 20% of alcohol. Sorry, 20% of water. Okay, in that we are removing 10 liter. So that 10 liter we're removing and we're adding pure milk. So how to calculate? So let's write it down. In 20% of 50 liters, we are it is 10 liter. Water is an original mixture. Okay. Then after removing 10 liters, in this we are removing 10 liters, right? So it will be after removing 10-liter solution, how much it will be? It will be 40 liter. So then what is the amount of water it is removed? How to find out? Water removed equals how much percent of water we added? 20%, right? Of in we added 20% of water, but into a 50 liters, but we are removing only 10 liters. So you have to write 20% of 10 liters. So it will be 2 liter. That means 2 liters of water is removed. Then, so the water left out in here, it is 10 liters of water we are adding. 20% means 10 milliliters of water we are adding. In that, we are taking 10 liter outside. So we are getting 2 liters outside. So it is 10 liter minus 2 liter. That means 8 liter of water is mixed in the milk. So what you have to do? Now 10 liters of milk is added. Here presently 8 liters of water is present in the solution. To that we're adding 10 liter milk is added. So now the mixture will be 50 liter. In this 50 liter, we need to find new percentage of water. So what is the present percentage of water? It is 8, because 2 liters in 10 liters we have removed 2 liters, so it is 8 liter water is there. So divide this 8 by 50. So we need in percentage. So into 100. What will you get? I'll repeat it again. in 50 in a 50 liter milk solution contains 20% of water. Okay, 10 liters of solution is removed. Already in 50 liters of milk, it already contains 20% of water. It's a mixture now. So in that 20 percent is removed means we are removing 10 liters. Okay, in that where 40 liter is remaining in the container. Okay, so when you're removing 10 liters, when you're removing 20% means it's a 10 liter. So 20% of 10 liter means you're removing 2 liters of water. So you're cancelling this 2 liters with 10 liters of water, so it is a 8 presently there is a 8 liters of water mixed with the milk. So now we need to find out the percentage. So it is mixed with 8 liters of water with total of 50 meter of solution, 50 liter of solution of milk and water into 100. So it is, the new percentage of water is 16. Before it was 20. The answer should be less than 20. So it is 60 because we are removing. So it should be always less than 20. So answer is here 60. So okay, today we have completed. What are the topics we have completed today? We have completed ratio and proportion, permutation and combination, probability, partnership and mixture, right? These are the 4 topics we have completed. Okay. Okay, fine. Thank you all for joining today's session. See you next time.